Else for a few of the movements today, very leg heavy day today, right? So we're gonna make sure we warm them up properly as always. So we'll start with that. Let's start with just some in place high knees, in place marches. Let's bring those knees all the way to chest level. We're only gonna do that for 30 seconds. Today's challenge is gonna be a 45 seconds on, 30 seconds off type of day. It's always nice. Alright, let's switch that in place march for a squat to lateral leg lift. Alternate those leg lifts. Make sure you got control on the way down of the squat. Slow lowering, lifting that leg to the side as high as you can. Going for a few more seconds and then we're going to switch it up. Let's get a little bit more of a hip opener. This time, in place hip opener. Going with the right leg here, out high to the side, and then bring it in front of me. Try to get as big a circle as I can, working balance at the same time. And let's go opposite side, so left side now. You already got that core engagement going to make sure you're not just being sloppy here. After this one, we're gonna go for some lunges. All right, one more, maybe. There we go. So now we're gonna go for our swing lunge, but we're gonna pause in between. We're only gonna do it on the right leg first, then we'll switch. So you're gonna go forward lunge first, then push yourself, come to that starting point, and then go into your reverse lunge. So give it a little pause instead of going for the full swing here. So going basically from a forward lunge to a reverse lunge. It's mainly lower body like I said, so I want to make sure this is ready to go. I'm going to do one more reverse lunge here. And now let's switch legs. Left leg goes into the forward lunge and then goes to the reverse lunge. For balance, always got my opposite arm up. Whichever leg is forward, the opposite arm is up. Okay, I'm gonna go for one more here, and then it's not a warm up without our walkout, right? So we're gonna go hinge at the hips, walk all the way to that push-up position, and from here, let's go wide on your stance. You're gonna do a torso rotation from this push-up position. So basically coming into a high side plank, rotate one side, come back to the center, get that side plank on the other side, and then start walking your hands back up. Let's get one more of those. Walk all the way out, get a side plank on each side, a high side plank on each side. Don't rush it. Try to stay control here. You know what? We got time for one more. Let's do a third. That's gonna be it. And beautiful. So, we are ready to go, you guys. Heart rate didn't go too high in that warm-up, but at least we got the legs going because that's really what we're going to be focusing on here. So, first move of the day is a dumbbell squat. So we're going to have a dumbbell in each hand and squat with that weight. If you have options at home, if you have options to go heavier, that's what I'm going to challenge you to do, is grab basically the heaviest you can get for 6 reps, okay? So dumbbells at your side, and if it's really heavy, you're not going to do too much tempo, right? Because you're going to need that momentum to get back up. If it's really light, maybe go to 8 to 10 reps, and on your way down, go nice and slow if it's light for you, okay? Really slow on the way down, and without rushing the way up either if it's a light weight that you have in your hands. If you have heavy, just use that momentum like I said. So just did 1 right here. Let's go for 5 more together. Squat, knees in line with the toes. There's a hinge as well on that squat. I like to breathe on the way down, keeping my core engaged. Going for number 4 here. 5, keeping the shoulder blades pinched back. And 6. So your 6 dumbbell squats to kick it off here. Then we're gonna go to the floor. Body weight V-ups. You're gonna try and meet your hands and your feet at the top over here. So you extended lower back on the floor and then coming all the way up. Basically a sit-up with the feet coming up at the same time. Tough movement. If you need to, just go for a crunch to leg lift here. That's gonna be your option for this exercise. I'm gonna keep it moving here for you guys. We're gonna go reverse lunge to hop. It is 6 EA on each side. So pick your leg right here. I'm gonna start with my right leg. Reverse lunge, and then it's the power on the way up. You wanna try and explode and get the opposite foot to come off the floor. If it doesn't, it's okay, but just try and put some speed in it. So again, let's go together here. Reverse lunge, and then boom, high knee fast. Take a little pause, reverse lunge, and high knee fast. I did 3, I'm gonna do another 3 here on the left just to balance it out. Same thing, but opposite leg goes back, opposite arm is up, and then explode on way up. 1, 2, and 3. Again, it is 6 per side. Just did 3 here for the demo. Lastly, you guys, we're gonna do standing lateral flexions. Again, if you have a heavier weight, try to use that one. It's 10 per side. So the way this works, you got your weight at your side. Try to keep the body straight and just dip slightly here. That's about as far as I can go. And squeeze that core. You're gonna feel it here. Dipping down and bringing it back up. Okay? Depending on the weight you have at home, you might be able to add a few reps. You might be able to go a little bit slow on the way down. And if you have a really heavy weight like I did here, you kind of keep a regular 1-to-1 count. So 10 on each side, we should really feel the side of that core working. How about we try and get our usual 2 rounds and maybe even a third. We'll see how it goes. Giving you 9 minutes, you guys, and you can get started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get this party going. Let's get those legs working. They'll work more and more as we go through the workout. This first part, still kind of getting them going. You'll have more work afterwards. Okay, if you got the heavy weights, grab those. Low reps to go heavy. You can even do a pause at the bottom. Up. 4. Up. 5. Woo! 6. Woo! Again, make them hard. Do extra slow tempos if you have light weights. On the reverse lunge to hop, you might as well take a little break so that you can stay explosive on the move. Shake off the legs as needed, obviously. You're gonna start turning up. Woo. Option 2 is really that reverse lunge here and then boom, coming up fast, but the foot stays on the floor if you're not comfortable with the hop yet. Third of the way through, 3 minutes in. Alright, I'm going for 2. I don't know about you guys, but 2 rounds is what I'm going to get here. I'd have to rush it to get 3. Don't want to do that here. Oh. Alright guys, we're getting close to the halfway point here. 15 seconds and we'll be halfway. If you finish first round, perfect. Keep that same pace. Keep challenging yourself on those squats. Extra slow squats if you're going light. Woo! Feels good to squat heavy. Sometimes your forearms will get tired as well from holding the weights. It's a good way to get them stronger, build that endurance. Three minutes to go. Andrea, I know you did yesterday's workout, right? Is your chest sore? Because mine is right now. Feels good to be doing upper body, not lower body, not upper right now. Again, aim for those two. If you're going for a third round, I would say do some squats again. Do some heavy squats for sure. Do the V-ups to stay in order. We've got 2 minutes to go. Up. 40 seconds, definitely gonna do one more set of squats here. Just enough time for it. Alright, you guys, go ahead. Give yourself some rest. Quick sip of water. Here we go over this. Alright, good, good, good. So, let's go on to part 2. Got your same 2 dumbbells that you had for squats, but now doing Romanian deadlifts. Same idea. You don't have heavy weights. Go really slow in the tempo, okay, if you don't have heavy weights. So, from the side, it looks like this. We're going to bring the butt back, slight bend at the knee, shoulder blades pinch back, and we're hitting that bottom position here. You feel the pull in the back of the legs, squeeze and get back up. Okay, again, bringing your butt back, keeping a neutral spine, head in alignment. We're going to do one more here. Core is engaged, and we're up. So you'll have 6 of those RDLs, 6 heavy. Add reps if you don't have the weights to make it more challenging. Then you just need your weight to be hanging out here for a plank to reach. Okay, it's gonna work the rotational core muscles here. So we're going for 12 of those. Hands on the shoulders, a little wider than your regular push-up position. Okay, and from here, take one hand off the floor, tap that weight, and come back. Okay, put some distance between you and the weight. Then again, opposite hand, touch, come back. Trying to keep that body from moving at all once you take that hand off the floor. Trying to keep your body just in a flat position. Picture something on your back, you don't want it to fall, and that's how you go about it. So you're gonna touch that weight 6 times per hand. That's your total of 12 here. Okay, so plank to dumbbell reach. Number 8, we got the Frogger. So you're gonna go in a wide stance, okay, for your Frogger. Squat to the bottom position, and then we're gonna go as high as you can here. Okay, so from here, high jump, soft landing. If you need to reset so that you can use momentum to get the highest jump possible. Okay, so it's not about just going down and up real fast. It's about getting as much height as you can. So think explosiveness. You're gonna do that 8 times. Okay, so please don't rush it. Try really to go high. Number 4, another 8 reps, this time of a palms to elbow. So start on your palms, push-up position, right? Drop down to those elbows and push yourself back up. Option to be on your knees here. Same thing, you drop to your elbows first, and then you push yourself back up. So you're doing that 8 times, from the bottom to the top, 8 total times. Lastly, you guys, we're gonna go single leg bridge, 8 per side as well. So that's one of those blocks. Probably gonna try and get 2 rounds again. Since we got those single leg moves, takes a little more time. You can do that body weight, or if you want to go beast mode, put that weight on your hips, 1 foot flat on the floor, squeeze the glutes, and get up. Okay, try to hold that position at the top for about 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, you don't need to sit too much longer, but just make sure you got control at the top. Your glute is squeezed, and then you can relax down. So 8 per leg on the bridge. Again, body weight or adding a weight on your hips, that's up to you. We'll do that for 10 minutes, and then we'll get to the challenge, you guys. I'm gonna count it down, and we're going here in 3, 2, 1. Let's get this part 2 started. Heavy RDLs if you can. If you need a little break after the RDLs, totally fine. We're going heavy. And on the reaches, don't rush at this one. We're trying to stay a little bit longer in this high plank position. You can get that height on the Frogger. Forget about rocket going into space. Whoop! Speed on the way. Take it off. On that palm swivel, make sure your hand is right under your shoulder when you push it up. I also like to switch which arm is pushing me up. After 4 reps, I'll get 4 on the other side. Make sure they're doing the same amount of work. Single leg bridges are killer by themselves, but adding a weight just another ballgame. So first round on my side, 5 minutes on the dot. So that's perfect, you guys. If you're on the same pace, we're good for 2. You'll sit after the first round. Getting that sweat for sure. Keep it moving, team. Let's get those 2. If anybody gets to a third, just pick whatever you want to do on that third round. You got 3 minutes to go. That was speed of throws, you guys. 2 minutes. Just a little under. know about you, but I slide on those single leg bridges here. Tricky. Keep working. If you want to pick your poison for the last 30 seconds, up to you. If you're in the third round, I'm going for another set of pumps to elbows on my side. Alright guys, go ahead, take a break. Alright, started getting that sweat going here in part 2. Whew. Let's get some water and then we'll go over that board. So, it's our 45 on, 30 off challenge, right? Done that many times, so 45 seconds of an exercise. You get 30 seconds to recover before we start the following movement. So we're going back to our Romanian deadlifts. However you'd like to do it. If you're going really heavy, just keep that regular tempo. If you're going really light, you can slow down the movement. Just know that you need to be able to hold on to those weights for 45 seconds. That's typically where it gets really tough on the forearms. Then we got the reverse lunge to hop. You're going to pick one leg, okay? You know me, I'm going to start with that right leg and do all my reps on that right leg, and when we get to round 2, I'll go on the left side. So it's only one side at a time. Then we'll have a 45-second plank right in the middle, just a regular plank. Then number 4, we got the froggers. 2 ways to go about it. You can either try and keep jumping up and down non-stop, or still focus on height. I'm giving you the option here. I would even say do round 1 for height, for example, and round 2 just try to keep the jumps coming. So that's some options for you. Single leg bridge, same idea, you guys. We're gonna start on one leg only, and we'll balance it out on the opposite side at the end. This one can be body weight or with a weight on. That's up to you. Okay. Making sure I'm ready here. Get a little sip of water. I'll give you that countdown, and then we're gonna get started. Ooh, that first one, I know it's gonna be tough holding on to the weights. That's always a challenge. Alright guys, you with me? You're ready here? We are going for the RDLs, 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1, we're on. "15 seconds down. Woo, 15 seconds to go, you guys. Come on. Three, 2, and 1. Woo. When you get a heavy enough weight, those forearms take it out quick. Alright, good job. Breathe. Let's get that heart rate down. Reverse lunge into the hop is next. Pick your side. That's doing the work. Got my right leg staying still on the floor. Left leg going forward and back in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're getting the heart rate up on this one. Quad burn and heart rate up. You're not stopping that movement. 15 down. Oh yeah, this is where it gets spicy, you guys. Keep going, 15. It's okay if you're not jumping anymore. Just keep going, reverse lunge into high knee. Push through it. Push through it. At least one more rep. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. That one side should be tensing up on you here. We're gonna drop it down to the floor and enjoy an active recovery with a 45-second plank. Get down to the floor, you guys. Elbows already ready to go. We are planking in 3, 2, and 1. Plank, you guys. 45 seconds. Here we go. At the end of this plank, we should have our heart rate down, ready to hit those froggers next, because our heart rate's gonna go right back up with the froggers. 20 seconds left in the plank. No problem, you guys, we got it, right? Easy. 10 seconds, drop to your knees if you need to, obviously. We're trying to keep that plank going. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're back up. Okay, I'm gonna go for a height on my first round of froggers, and on the second round, I'll really try to keep myself jumping even if it's not as high. So, even time for a little sip. All right, team, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. See me doing kind of a double squat because I'm going soft on that landing. 15 down, 30 to go. Yes, the quads. Still doing a lot of work here. Trying to keep that power. 15 seconds. Reach for the sky. Hopefully your ceiling is high enough and you're not slamming your head every time, huh? 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Good. Single leg bridge is next. Get that heart rate to drop a little bit. Pick your posing, pick your side. But just try to keep moving for 45 seconds. It'll be the end of round 1 after this one. We're on our backs. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Just under 30. Woo. Feeling that hamstring like that? Oh my god. It's cramping up almost. 15. Keep repping. Come on. We got one more here. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. I don't know about you, but all our RDLs, all our posterior chain work, starting to feel the hammies on the glute bridge. So we're going to be going back to those RDLs for our second round. You got 15 seconds. Way to stay with me, guys. Alright. Final round for the day. RDLs in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that. Up. 20 seconds to go. Up. Three, 2, and 1. Oh, wait. Woo. hope you're feeling that work, you guys. Then you got that reverse lunge to hop, opposite side of what you did on that first round. Get set up. Foot is anchored on the floor. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Definitely should feel the burn here. Oh yeah, 20 seconds, guys. Come on. Keep pushing through it. Woo. Definitely not easy. We got one more. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Quad on fire. So, we got a 45-second plank ahead of us. Don't forget, focus on that breath. Let's recover. Let's get our heart rate down while working at the same time on that plank. And we're going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it, team. Breathing through my nose right now, you guys. 25 seconds to go. You got this. 10 seconds. Stay with me for 10. 3, 2, 1. Rest up. Okay, you choose how you want to do your froggers next. I'm going to try and keep doing some jumps even if they're not very high. But keeping that movement going, getting my heart rate pumping up really as high as I can get it for the last set of froggers, because then you're on your back for the bridges, so that's not going to be a factor. It's not going to hold you back too much. So let's try and get that heart rate pumping up. Are you with me, you guys? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Three seconds to go. There's a few times I couldn't jump, so I just did a squat to kind of rest my legs, but I'm still moving. You're still moving. 15 seconds, let's go. Do not stop. Go through that burn with me. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! We made it, guys. Time for our final exercise of the day. Single leg bridge, opposite side of what you've done on the first round. Going in 10 seconds. Here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done. 30 seconds. You got it. 15 to go. Three, 2, and 1. Don't know about you, but I thought it was a good workout. Okay, we're gonna stretch it out next. Give me just 1 second here. I'm just gonna check on you guys and make sure we're still alive, and then I'll get our stretch going. It's gonna be all legs for the stretch. All right, awesome. Let's do this. How about we start seated, huh? And we're gonna kick it off with the quads. Tons of work here with the quads. So bring your right leg back, sit back, squeeze the right glute, get a nice stretch in the front of the quad. You know, those leg workouts always gonna get you sweating. And switch sides. Tomorrow, full body workout. Gonna be implementing a chair again. You'll need a couple dumbbells. It's a big part of it is body weight, but it's still 2-3 movements with weights. And at the end, we do it cardio challenge style with that 30 seconds of each exercise for full round until you get a little break. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys with your feet, legs in front of you, toes pointed towards you. We're going for that hamstring stretch. Breathe in deep at the top. Exhale, reach for the toes. Stay here for a bit, you guys, because the hamstrings did a ton of work too. So let's stay stretching them for a few more seconds. And release. I know we're comfortable seated, but I'm gonna get us on a kneeling position for a hip flexor stretch. Much needed after today as well. So I got my right knee forward, right leg forward, left knee on the floor. Leaning, coming forward a little bit here, translating, making sure I'm thrusting my hips forward, getting a nice pull in front of the leg. So that's part number one. Part number two, my left hand on my right knee. I'm gonna rotate as much as I can to really get a nice stretch in the front of that left leg. Great. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Left leg forward, right knee on the floor. Same thing, a little bit of leaning forward, thrusting the hips forward as well. Right hand is on your left knee. You're gonna open up to the left. Yep. Coming down to the floor. This time we'll stay on that floor, I promise. How about we get insides of the legs to stretch. So pull your feet towards you. And drive the knees down. Squeezing your glutes here to really get the most out of this stretch. Fantastic. How about we finish it on our back? We're gonna go for piriformis stretch. We're just gonna stretch your hips here. So feet flat on the floor. We're gonna let them drop towards your left. Place your left foot on the right knee. And again, thrusting your hips forward so that you really feel the stretch on the side of the hips here. If you let your butt extend back, you're just gonna put some stress on the lower back and not really feel it here. Deep breath at the center. Keep that distance the same between your feet and then drop them to the right. Same thing on the right side. Breath coming up. Exhale, stretch yourself out. Alright guys. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for the constant support. And yeah, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning.